Hey, good afternoon. We are ready to tackle the carburetor, and we are going to take it out, clean it, take all the rings out, take all the gaskets, needle pin, whatever, everything, soak it in the chem dip, replace it with all the new parts, take out the welch plugs, clean out the jets, and replace it all. So, are you ready? Let's get to work. Okay, so I have my carburetor bowl, I have the bottom jet and the gasket, and here is the float. So let me just pull this, wear my glasses this time. And so let's see, we get this pin out of here. I'm not too worried about messing it up because we have all new parts now. And so we will remove this pin and remove the float, remove the needle valve, and now this should just lift out. Okay. So that part is plastic. Okay, and so then we'll remove this old gasket around here. Let me scrape that clean. Let me give you a better view where you could see what I'm doing. So now we just tore off this, and now I will scrape off this seal. And you gotta be careful, you don't want to scratch any part of the carburetor. But we gotta remove this old gasket so we can put a new one on. Okay. Now see, there's welch plug. Let me check and make sure which ones we have in here. This is a multi-purpose kit. It comes with a bunch of different O-rings and gaskets for different right, so see this is the one that we'll need. Match it up. Yep. So see, it has the little hole for the jet, it has the screws. So we'll put this aside. And now here is all of the other things that we'll need. See, here's the old, take that off. Looks like this is the one that we'll need, so we'll set that over there with that. And put that in the trash pile. Okay. And so now we have a new O-ring gasket right there, and the new float pin, and this is the jet that goes under the pin, the valve seat. And now right here, this is the valve seat, and right here is a welch plug, and right here, so it comes with two welch plugs. That's what I wanted to see. Let me put all this back in this box so we won't get it mixed up with anything. So we'll remove this welch plug. Looks like that's the only one right there. All right, so now let me remove this welch plug. All you do is just poke a hole in it. It's a thin piece of metal. Let me do it over here on the ground. So some people use drills, but see, it just comes right out. Let me show you. See, I just poked a hole in it and kind of pried it out, and that's what it looks like without the plug in it. And now we're gonna just clean. Let me see if I can get that seat out. It's a little piece of rubber in here that the valve sits on, and so we need to remove that. Sometimes you can blow it out with compressed air through here, but because I don't have compressed air there, I just gotta dig it out. And the new one will just gently push down in there. I have these flat tip punches that will be able to push it right down in there without damaging it. But to get it out, you gotta kind of tear it up for that. This is falling apart, so there. Came out, you can't see, but it's a little tiny red. All right, now it's ready to go into the Chem Dip bath. So it comes with a little basket, and you just put it on in the basket. Make sure you get it small enough. It's not gonna, I won't put the plastic piece in. Now we'll leave that in there for about 20 minutes. Let me go wash my hands while we're waiting, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I still have a few more minutes to go on that, so I'm just gonna work on cleaning up these parts and getting everything ready to put back together. Okay, so we got the two good seals here. We got the bowl gasket, and we got the one, and I'm not sure, there was no gasket. Yeah, that's right, there was like an O-ring that went on the front. You know what, and this is it right here. So this piece here goes on the lawnmower, where we put the carburetor onto the lawnmower itself. So these three we'll use. This is, put that in the discard pile, and that is the new jet. That is the new thing there. This is the new bottom gasket, and here is the new welch plug, and here is the new seat. Okay, So we'll save all these others for in case we come across another carburetor that needs to be rebuilt. Yeah, idle mixture, we don't have any of those. This is a non-adjustable carburetor, so it doesn't have those speed screws and stuff. So these are the new parts we need. Here are all the old parts, and so we did clean that up pretty good last time. I'm gonna go get a little rag to make sure we get, after we soak that, we're supposed to clean them up. So we'll get a little damp rag that we can clean everything up real good. Okay, so now I have a couple of unconventional tools that might be helpful. I have a wire tie, not really supposed to use metal, but it's okay. And then I have an eyebrow brush. It came off one of my pencils, but I think it will work good to clean out those. Little hard to get to places. And then this is just a price tag holder. It's a little piece of plastic. So that's stiff enough where I can get into small places, but it's not going to scratch because it's not metal. So those are my tools. And so let me clean up these parts. Hello. Thank you. Let's check the carburetor. See how it's cooking. Looking good, looking good. Let's just leave it in there for a few more minutes. Okay, I rearranged everything to give us a little better view of what's going on. And it is just about time to get the for the stuff to come out the chem bath. Got my carburetor bowl. And the carburetor. And the little bottom jet. Now, let's just clean up our pieces one by one. Okay. So that is done. And now we got the carburetor body itself. And this is where this little brush is going to come in, because I'm going to clean out every little nook and cranny. Clean out where the valve seat goes. And now I will use this little plastic tube, this little plastic tag holder to get, see if you can see up close. See inside of there. So I gotta sit down here to make sure that I really get it good and clean. Make sure everything communicates that's supposed to communicate. All right, I feel confident that it's clean. Let me just scrape some more of this gasket off. Make sure we get a good seal with the new gasket. Alright, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I gotta make sure I do it right. Now let me put this welch plug in. It says you can put a little bit of fingernail polish around it before you put it in. Just make sure that it holds good. And the way that it's a curved piece, it's kind of like a metal contact lens. And you put it curved side up. And then when you punch it, it goes flat. So let me get a punch that's about the same size as it. And let's go down on the floor again. Be careful because I don't want to break this plastic piece on the bottom. Let me just give it one more knock for luck. see what the new plug looks like. Now next comes the valve seat. So that looks about this size, maybe this size, yeah. Now there's a little ridge on it, and the ridge goes up. Just tap it down a little bit. Okay. Now, yep. New needle. And new pin. Perfect. Now, put the bowl on. And then the bottom jet. We'll tighten that up with my socket, and then we'll put these gaskets on when we install it on the mower. Let's get over there now. My battery on my phone is quickly running out, so I gotta do this quickly. It all put back together. I was leaving the phone on the charger while I was doing the stuff that you've already seen me do 100 times. You know, putting the carburetor back on and screwing in the air filter housing. And so now it is time to try to crank it. So let's cross our fingers. I guess that doesn't work. We've tried it a million times, but it's gonna crank. Let's see. Let's see. Did you see that? Did you see it running? Woo-hoo! We did it. We did it. We got it cranked. Thanks for all your help. There was a few of you giving me clues, and I was trying to think, and I thought about that throttle, so I was trying to hold a screwdriver to kind of wedge it open while I cranked it, and I don't know if that did it or not, but it cranked, it runs. Maybe it was just that carburetor. Maybe there was something clogged on it that soaking it, rebuilding it, new gaskets, new needles, new jets. and now it cranks right up. I cranked it a couple times after I turned off the video, and it cranks right up. It's burning some oil and stuff, but I think that's just because I've been, having it on its side and tipping it this way and that and spraying all kinds of stuff in it. But we got it working. Y'all can all breathe a sigh of relief. It works. I don't have to throw it away or buy a new carburetor. I rebuilt it. Okay, stop gloating. Thank you all for watching. And you all are very important. And have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.